Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off pretty much recapping the past 2 days of Samson Dauda's life. This image is courtesy of Buys and Tries over on Instagram, by the way. Give them a follow. So yesterday, Milos announced that he is no longer working with Samson Dauda, and the Arnold Classic was their last dance. And at the time of me recording this video, we are not sure who exactly decided to end this partnership, whether it was Samson or Milos. And 9 times out of 10, it was probably Samson. Milos posted this up and also a video of Samson Dauda at 4:30 a.m. before the Arnold Classic. And Samson has yet to comment on this post or like this post, and I find that very odd. But as of right now, we're not sure exactly why they split, but I'm going to give you guys my main 2 opinions. So the first one being, it just doesn't seem like Milos can bring Samson in conditioned. But as I've said before, it's possible it's a genetic issue and Samson may never have striated glutes, but who knows? And my second opinion, as we all know, a lot of people seem to think that Milos uses crazy protocols on athletes, and maybe Samson did not want to continue to do that. Now, I cannot confirm or deny if Milos uses any crazy protocols, but I actually commented this on some other bodybuilding channel. When Logan Franklin stopped working with Milos, he literally said, "I was tired of feeling like a science experiment." But again, I just want to emphasize, I do not personally think that Milos uses any crazy protocols. I just gave you guys a statement by one of his former athletes and what a lot of people seem to think. But personally, I do not think Milos uses any crazy protocols. Now, out of that topic, into the next topic, also from yesterday. Samson Dauda stated that he would be going to the hospital because he felt like his body was failing. And Samson said depending on the results, he will let us know if he will be competing in the Arnold Classic UK. And that really worried a lot of us. He said that his body is failing. So once I heard that, I was thinking Samson should just go ahead and shut it down, and hopefully he will be healthy and compete at this year's Mr. Olympia. And I was honestly hoping to see an update from Samson Dauda today surrounding that topic, and he did post an update. Samson said, "I am definitely doing the Arnold Classic UK next week. Don't believe anything you hear anywhere else. Don't believe any of the hype. I'm gonna be there." Wow. So yesterday, Samson Dauda literally said his body was failing. He has to go to the hospital to see what's going on, and he'll let us know. And now today, Samson Dauda is perfectly fine, and he will definitely be at the Arnold Classic UK. And I was going to go into detail about this topic, but I'm going to keep it really simple. Either Samson has prep brain or Fuad Abiyad is starting to rub off on him, or maybe a little bit of both. Now let's switch over into some bodybuilding news. Let's start off with Nick Walker, the mutant. Nick Walker will be competing in this year's New York Pro, and the caption of this post said, "Hunting season is over." So I guess Nick Walker and Tonio are still taking shots at each other ahead of the show, which should be a pretty good one actually. And it's a shame that we did not get to see Nick Walker at this year's Arnold Classic. He did give us a little preview, but with Nick Walker in that lineup with Samson, Hadi, Rafa, show would have been even better. But I'm pretty sure Nick will be big and conditioned in just a few weeks. Now let's switch over to Rafa Brandao. I don't really think we highlighted how good Rafa looked at the Arnold Classic. The show was mostly between Hadi and Samson, so I think his improvements honestly got overlooked. Rafa took a year off and genuinely made improvements and actually brought good conditioning. And it's not something we see very often, especially about the conditioning. Usually when guys take a year off, first show back, conditioning is usually a little bit off. But Rafa brought a great package to this show, and he will be competing in the Arnold Classic South America in just a few weeks. Now let's switch over to good Vito, who will also be competing in the same show. And Vito's conditioning at about 4.5 weeks out is just insane. I mean, no offense, but at 4.5 weeks out, Vito is in better condition than some of the guys were at the 2024 Arnold Classic. I'm excited to see this guy on a bodybuilding stage, man, and he's going to be up against guys like Rafa Brandao. I don't believe we have the competitors list yet for the show, but who knows, man? Vito may shock some people. Now let's switch over to the Predator, Tonio Burton. And the first thing I noticed about this update, it looks like Tonio's quads blew up, and he also has a crazy amount of vascularity throughout the quads. And as we all know, Tonio is not backing down from the fight versus Nick Walker going into the New York Pro. And I love Tonio's confidence, but Nick Walker is going to be very hard to beat. Now let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. And these bodybuilders' names are literally on the screen. But let's see if you guys can guess what year and what show this image is from. And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.